Okay, you guys, so I was just posting a video today on how to remove paint from the carpet. So what I was doing is I was making myself a little container with a strainer, and I mixed it and I shook it up, not thinking that whenever I open it, I'm going to have to give it a moment for the paint to settle under the strainer first. And so when I opened it, paint went everywhere. And this is very pigmented Sherwin-Williams paint. As you can see, I've got other paint stains on the floor, but that's just from where I didn't clean it up. Alright, and then you can see right here, I mean, this paint is actually done soaked in the carpet now. So I'm going to do this exactly like I've instructed you guys to do, so that you can see it actually work. Let's see if I can get the camera hooked up right here on my little tripod. Okay, here we go. So, I'm not rubbing it or anything. I'm going to get me a glass of water. And a dry towel. And you know, I'm not really panicking, I'm not in a rush, because I know that this paint's going to come out of the carpet. I mean, when you own a paint company, it's just a fact that at some point in time, paint is going to splatter or spill or something. You don't want it to happen, but it's inevitable. Accidents happen. And you have to know how to get the paint up. Well, my husband actually has the shop vac with him at work. So, I'm not going to be able to suck it up with the shop vac, but that's okay. Still, again, not stressing. Know how to do this. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pour water on it. I'm not worried about the saturation here. I want it to saturate because I want it to push the pigment up. Now, I'm not going to rub it. I'm just going to blot it. And as you can see, that pigment is coming right up out of that carpet. It's rising up to the top of the carpet. So you don't rub it. Just pat it and blot it. And you would think, well, you're pushing the paint down in the carpet. But really, you're not. You're just loosening up the paint, loosening up the pigment, pushing it to the top of the carpet. You know, water weighs, I would think, more than the pigment. I guess is why it does that. Okay. Now I'm going to put some more water on there. Got a couple more little splashes that I want to address. The thing is not to let it dry. Do not let the paint dry. If it dries, then you're going to have to take a different action. Course of action here. So I'm just blotting it. Blot, 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 blot. I watched a video one time where this guy told people, if you spill paint in the carpet, cover it up with a wet towel and call the carpet clean. Call the professional cleaners. And I was thinking, really? No, that's not what you gotta do. So now I'm just gonna take my wet towel. I'm gonna blot it. Alright, I'm gonna wash my towel out, wring it out. And I don't remember if I said this or not because I was actually recording a different video a while ago and forgot to turn it around, so I had to start over. But this is actually very high pigmented Sherwin-Williams paint, so it's not like regular craft paint. And this is Sherwin-Williams satin interior paint. See how the water is just coming back, or the pigment's just coming back out of that water? Now you can kind of rub it if you want it because the paint is wet with water, so it's not going to push it down on the carpet. And if you notice, every time I rub it, the white comes to the surface. See that? It's just coming right out. That is how, my friends, you get paint out of the carpet. At this point, I'm rubbing because it's going to splash the pigment out, which is fine. Now, normally I would take my shop vac and suck up all this excess water, but since I can't, there's a little bit of dry paint right there too. Since I can't suck up the water with the shop vac, I'm going to have to soak it up with a towel. And see, it'll actually. Alright. Now I'm going to take my other towel and I'm going to get it up. I tell you what, I spilt black paint on this carpet one day. And, you never know. I mean, I spilled it in the middle of the floor, too. A whole cup of it. You never know. I'll wait till it dries. I'll come back and show you guys the dried product so you can see.